Kuzangpo, I'm Ashok Tirwa. We are here at the lobby of Bhutan Power Corporation with Sonam Dendup. Sonam Dendup is a IT deputy manager of IT division in BPC, and he is somebody who has made an admirable contribution in BPC with his background knowledge in information technology, and we are here to listen to his story. Welcome, Sonam.
Thanks for having me.
So, for how many years you have been working in BPC, Bhutan Power Corporation? For that?
I've joined BPC in 2010, and I've been working here ever since. So 5 years running.
So before that, where did you study?
I did my +2 from Paro, Drugel Higher Secondary School, and after that I went to India to Vellore Institute of Technology, where I took my Bachelor's of Technologies in Engineering degree in Information Technology course.
So, why you decided to join Bhutan Power Corporation?
It's more like right after I've graduated from my college, and I was looking for a job. And after that, I joined into one of the private firm where I did an intern for like 3 months. Then after that, like the announcement came up. So Bhutan Power Corporation during that time was initiating one very important project like ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So where all those business processes will be automated, and it's a very huge project. So I thought like I'll give it a shot here. So I did, and eventually I got into here and as a deputy manager.
Okay. So, with somebody with the IT knowledge who was already working in private, then you decided to come here. But immediately after that, that was quite early in your life, you saw something that you could contribute. And how did that process begin?
Actually, I was quite fascinated with the work Bhutan Power Corporation is doing for the greater good of a company, of the country, sorry, and also in building manpower and knowledge resources in our own home country. So that motivated me into joining here, and more or less even the project which I was talking about earlier has lots to do with IT works like project handling and coding, everything. So that really brought me here, and and I've heard that individually you can do a lot of contribution, like within BPC, like if you have a good drive, and I've heard that even our CEO is very passionate about innovation and technology. So that's what brought me here in Bhutan Power.
So let's talk about this smart meter reading that you have developed for BPC. What is this smart meter reader?
We have officially named it as a smart meter reader. It's basically a mobile app which facilitates meter reading. So what it does is our meter reading staff will go out in the field, read meters and get those meter reading data and punch into the phone, and where those meter data will be stored in the phone. And after that, he will print using our portable Bluetooth printer, which he'll be carrying strapped at his side of his belt. So there, he'll print the bill and deliver to the customer.
So what was the scenario like before you actually introduced your smart meter reader?
Right. Actually, before, no one had any idea about the application, because it has been developed by offshore consultants, and we have a very limited manpower. So I've thought and I wasn't happy that lots of money were going outside, and I thought if we have a competent staff in BPC who is doing all those wonderful works. And I thought like, I've been scanning around those tiny pockets in the process of our company. So I thought like, I've seen one, I thought like, this particular project that could like contribute to the, improvement of doing business in BPC.
So what triggered your thought, actually, apart from the way BPC was spending money on those old machines?
So basically, as I've said, like, I had that aim to build a small research and development lab in Bhutan Power Corporation. It has not existed before, so I have took up that initiative. And this is a self-initiated project. So I've thought about this idea, and I have a background in application development, so I'm very interested in doing those coding and programming stuff.
So give us a little bit more picture about what was the instrument like in the past, that meter reader in the past, and then what has changed after you developed that mobile-based application?
Before, we used a very rugged and I can say nearly obsolete device. It runs on a very very low specs, but still we had to pay like more like 85,000. So I thought like it's not fair, to be using that device. Like when we can bring in other what those modern technology has to offer. Those devices like very cheap and very high spec, and very good performance. So I thought like I have to take up that project as an R&D lab. So and initially those devices were very heavy, and those maintenance charges and the service charges when it needs to be repaired was also very high. So as such, there wasn't like a huge cost benefit to BPC.
So which means every time it broke down, BPC had to hire somebody from outside, or you had an expertise to repair those machines?
Yes, mainly we have to send those device outside our country. So they'll repair it. And again, moreover, when there's like new requirements, like customization in the application. So again, we have to rely upon those consultants offshore.
To upgrade it? Or
upgrade and incorporating our new requirements, like if there is some like tariff change and all that. So all those basic coding which has to be done at the back end, we have to heavily rely upon those consultants.
So now with your smart meter reader, what has changed now?
Actually, now I have developed that app, and like I've said, it can be installed across any mobile platforms running Android operating system, which is a very de facto OS in the market today. So after that, we bought very reasonable phones, like very cheap phones, like even between 10 to 15,000 range, and that can happily do the works which that earlier machine has been doing. So, and moreover, we have bought our first batch of purchase, 65 phones. So,
which are in use now?
Yes.
Which has actually replaced the old one?
Yes, not totally, but soon we are going to phase out using the old ones. But we have been able to deploy those new phones in the eastern region of Bhutan, especially Paro, Thimphu. I'm happy to announce that all the Thimphu customers' meters are being read, and those bills are being printed from that smartphone.
So how long did you take to actually complete that project?
Yes, it started around in 2013 mid. So basically, it's a project self-initiated. It's not under our official company's target. So as there was no deadline, so which is a very good news for me. So because I don't have to give in to those pressure and tension and all that. So in a way, I was playing the role of a manager and programmer and and that guy who has to run upside down collecting information, because it has to be started from the scratch. And no one had any idea, so I had to rely upon and interact with all those other business functional people so that I can study those process, like how it's being conducted, those meter reading and all that. So it started in the R&D lab. So it took me about 6 months to complete.
And what I know is you also had worked in similar project when you were back in college.
Oh yes, yes, and that had been an advantage because it was during my final semester's project while I was studying in my college in India. So I had developed a system called Farmers Information System. So integrated with an SMS server. So what basically it does is like a farmer will send an query, to fetch and get those market value price of the crops that they want to sell. So, and they don't have to, travel to those nearest service center and find out the price. They can just push those queries from working out in the field, sitting in the room. So it's very convenient for them. So immediately they will get those all those crop information.
So approximately, by replacing one old meter readers that you had in the past,
Yes.
with your smartphone,
Yes.
application-based
Yes.
meter reader,
Yes.
what is the financial difference? How much BPC is saving from that?
Yes.
How much the old one will cost?
Yes. It used to cost around more than 80,000. And from what I've heard from my colleagues who works in those division, who deals with those procurements of those devices, I've heard that in the first purchase we have saved more than 36 million. Yes.
So that's the difference. So which means now there are some parts of the country where we're still using the old ones.
Yes.
So soon it will be replaced.
Yes. Hopefully by the end of this year we should be able to roll out those devices across Bhutan. Yes.
So which means another huge amount will be saved by BPC.
Yes, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay, but for the effort that you have made, BPC also awarded you with the Employee of the Year.
Oh yes, yes.
So how did you feel?
It happened on BPC's day, which we celebrate on July 1st. The news came up as a bit shocking to me because I didn't expect that, forget about receiving such an honorable award. I didn't expect to get my name nominated for this award. So actually, I haven't got opportunity, to thank our CEO who has nominated. And first and foremost, I would like to thank him for bestowing his trust. And secondly, I would also like to thank my management who thinks that I deserve this award. So it was a great moment for me, honestly speaking. So and I'll try my level best to deserve that award.
So which means, do you think it has motivated you or encouraged you to do further?
Yes, absolutely. Because it's fun working in this kind of environment actually. Because our CEO, he's like very open to as I've said, ideas and innovations. And moreover, if you look around, I have working colleagues, self-motivated and very dedicated, hardworking people who works around the clock. So I've been motivated by these colleagues, and if you look around those our Bhutan Power Corporation BPC staffs, working out in the field, basically working their butt off, under very terrible weather condition, and just to light up the laptop that I'm using in the office. So looking around all those circumstances and the favorable and very inclusive working environment we have in Bhutan, Like I'm definitely motivated, and hopefully I can bring new projects to my R&D labs.
So which means you also have to constantly upgrade like any other applications, right? The application that you have developed for smart meter reader.
Yes, actually, we are trying to build a new features on top of what we have already developed, that smart meter reader application, whereby right after a meter reader takes the bill, the customer will immediately receive the bill not as a hard copy like which we used to do right now, but in a SMS, so which will be more convenient for customer as well as for us.
Now, looking at a lot of other examples that we had seen in the past is when somebody is talented, when somebody has a skills like yours, knowledge like yours, they, after a while, they leave the organization and then try to do something on their own with the hope to make more money than what they are already making.
Right.
So, what kind of plans do you have for the future? Are you going to stick around with BPC and contribute more in the field of IT, or?
Actually, I haven't thought about that. I don't have that long-term goal. But what matters is the present moment. I'm very excited to have initiated that R&D lab. So I'm trying to bring in more team members so that they can help me out, I can help them, and ultimately, we can improve the BPC's way of doing business and bring cost benefit savings as well.
So what are the other things that you think that you can contribute to BPC in future?
As of now, I don't have that. I'll be doing what I have been deputed to do here. That is, I look after information system as an administrator and also as a application developer. So I'll be continue doing that, and I'll be also looking around for those pockets of business process where I can really tap into and contribute and make difference. It doesn't matter if it is a small scale or large scale, but that intention has to be clubbed along with our company's vision, I guess, to improve customer satisfaction and gain their trust and confidence.
So do you think, have you also recognized some of the ways that you can use your applications in other fields or in other organizations which would need similar kind of applications?
Yes. Actually, if you look at those, parking collection or city bus that ticketing system, maybe they could use a similar, solution
So we can use it for public bus.
Yes, I think so, and why not? Even city corporation, which have almost a similar business like us, they had to go to the site and take those water bills, So maybe they could. I haven't seen them using any system. So maybe they could use such system in this, to cut down the workloads.
So how does it work? So when a meter reader goes to a field, whatever he has read there in his smartphones is also synced with the computer at the central server?
Yes, but
how do you share information?
Yes, it doesn't happen.
Accountability.
Yes, it doesn't happen immediately, but a user, those meter reading staffs, they can log into that app using authentication, like username and password. So so at the side of those meter reading data, so their names, who has taken that reading, will be recorded in that same data. So accountability purpose, so that one is taken care by the user authentication. And after that, again, I've developed a middleware, which talks to our main billing server at the back end and the mobile phones. So that middleware will helps to transmit data, uploading and downloading to the system and to the phone.
Okay. Looks like it has a huge scope, at least beyond the BPC's circle, right?
I hope
It looks like other organization can also use it.
Yes,
the
yes,
application that you are doing,
yes,
but you have to modify a bit.
Yes. But as like I've said, you need an application program developer for that, and who really understands their business process. So, and once they have enough support and interest, in implementing such solution, I think it will be very beneficial for any company.
So on that note, we'd like to, first of all, thank you for joining us and telling us your story, and we'd like to wish you all the best. It gives us an immense pride to know that young people like you are taking initiative to contribute for better, and I hope we have a lot of other young people who has the same spirit like yours, and we wish you all the best, and we hope for the best.
Thank you.
From you, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all for watching this program. I'm Ashok Tirwa. This is goodbye.